Yo, word up Seattle and EverFree Northwest. We are here right now with a lovely lady. I'll tell you what, this lady here, she's so Twilight-licious. I'll tell you something right now. Now, you might be wondering for a minute here who I am. Well, let me tell you what, Tech Rat, he's kind of like down and out right now. He got some kind of NASDAQ con funk, okay? So he's going to be out of commission for like the next 12 hours. So me, I am the notorious RAT, and I am stepping in. I am pinch hidden for Tech Rat, and I'm sitting here to interview this lovely lady here. Like I said, you know what? I got to tell you something right now. We tried to get Twilight Sparkle in here. We wanted to interview Twilight Sparkle because we wanted to find out what is going on with her Twilight-licious career. We couldn't get her. She would not return my phone calls. I am so disappointed. So we got the next best thing here. This lady is a close personal friend of Twilight Sparkle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tanya String, right? That's your name, Tanya String?
Taralicious.
Taralicious. Okay, this is Taralicious right here, and she is a close personal friend of Twilight Sparkle. And I'm thinking, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Tech Rat, this is not Twilight. This is the voice of Twilight Sparkle. This is Tara Strong.
Okay, no. I know she can do a good Twilight Sparkle impression. She's an excellent. No, I've heard them both. She's not quite as good as the real thing, but I know she can do a really good impression. Maybe she should do just a little bit of it right now. Can you do a little bit of Twilight Sparkle for me right now?
I'm the T to the W-I-L-I-G-H-T, and ain't no other pony troll it down like me. I'm Twilight-licious.
Okay, you know, that wasn't bad. I gotta give you credit. You had the intonation.
We need to clarify something. It's an animation. It's a cartoon, Terracrat. It's a cartoon.
What are you talking about, animation? I see her. I see her in that little box that glows, and I know if I could reach through that screen, she would be there and she would talk to me. Right? So,
She is talking to you right now. She's the voice. It's Tara Strong. She's the voice of Twilight.
I know she's got a good voice. I know that, Joe.
It's okay. No, it's okay. We can just have this crazy breakdown over here. We'll have.
This is a little too much for me. You know what? You take the first question. I'll gather my thoughts, and then we'll just take it from there.
Okay. We'll have this crazy.
Does he have thoughts?
I think that they're somewhere. I think he's gonna have to go find them somewhere.
In the insane asylum where he resides?
Somewhere in that area.
Let me loosen my hat. I'll loosen my hat, and it'll be easier for me to think.
Okay, terrific. So, once again, I'm Joe Stevens. We actually have Tara Strong here. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me again.
And
in Seattle.
In Seattle at EverFree Northwest.
Purple in Seattle.
Indeed. Now, we talked to you at BronyCon, and we've had a lot of hearing from you at various conventions and everything. Once again, you work your Twilight Sparkle on the show amongst a myriad amount of other things.
I'm Twilight Sparkle.
You could do a good Twilight Sparkle. I know that. You don't have to keep saying that, okay? Why are you giving me those?
She's giving you glare.
Not to hurt you right now.
I could take you,
My
I think, if I
fans
had
know
to.
I like inflicting pain.
Well, we'll have to deal with that a little bit later. I think.
Some angry eyes here. So, you've been to BronyCon, and you're here with us.
Mm-hmm.
What has your reaction been to the fandom now that you've seen the amazing spectacle that was BronyCon?
BronyCon was so special and so fun. I did Comic-Con right after that, and it was almost a letdown comparatively because all of the Brony community is all this loving, tolerant, like sweet, friendly community, and then you go to Comic-Con where it's a representation of every fan base, and people are pushy or rude or running around doing crazy stuff, and I'm like, where's my bronies? Whereas here or BronyCon, I know everybody's my peeps, and I don't know, it's just the sweetest community I've ever encountered. And so I almost now prefer doing pony cons as opposed to cons that represent other stuff, even though like a lot of these fans are also fans of my other shows, and I love all my other fans, but the conventions where it's primarily like a brony audience is just so sweet. I'm a little spoiled with my bronies.
Yeah, we always see there's amazing gifts and sort of thing. I think
always get prezzies.
Did you get any that we have here today?
In the other room.
In the other room, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I have a really cool Twilight doll, like a girl humanized doll, and I got some really cool art. I always get cool posters and art and cards, and someone made me a really cool Twilight from the Future like painting on canvas. Yeah.
Very, very nice, very
I
nice.
have a question, actually. So what do you do with that stuff then? Once you get it, do you say you're going to pass it on to Twilight Sparkle?
I give it to Twilight Sparkle.
Okay, all right, that's cool. And now this fan base that you have, I'm kind of surprised you have it, actually. I mean, do you think your fan base is bigger than Twilight's, or do you think it's about the same? I mean, I know you're really close to her, but people don't really know you very well, right, Miss String?
Let's be honest. Nobody has a fan base as big as Twilight Sparkle. Okay,
I agree.
Close. I come close, but nobody can touch her. Nobody touches the pony, okay?
Yeah, I can understand. I tried to do that once, and they dragged me away in shackles. So you know what?
Surprised me.
Yeah. So I have like a restraining order now. I have to stay 100 feet away, but I can still yell it. I can say, "Hey, Twy, you remember me that one time, right? When I tried to tell you that?" No, and then they dragged me away.
That you drove her a little nuts.
Oh, you know what? I have a story.
You guys had like a recording session set up, and you got all weird on her.
Yeah,
you record some stuff together.
Yeah,
you get single, and you blew it.
Yeah, that was ratlicious, and you know what? We were trying to do a collaboration, and we were in the same room for about 15 minutes, and then she walked out the door, and I didn't know where she went, and the next thing I knew, two of these big burly guys come walking in, and they're like, "Sir, we gotta take you outside." And so I went outside, and they had a microphone there, and I did my thing, but I didn't see Twilight after that. I still don't know why.
Well, according to Twilight, you were lacking in licious.
Lacking in licious? Oh, that's a burn. I don't think that's true. I think I am the most licious person here right now. Except if Twilight was here.
I agree. I think you're very licious.
Oh, thank you very much. I
Twilight,
appreciate
however, thinks
that.
You're a little bit lacking in licious.
I wish Twilight thought I was more licious. You know what? I am so depressed right now. Joe, take the next question. I can't do it.
Well, thank you very much. We actually have a few questions from Twitter while we're
let's get the question.
Well, it's okay. We've got some questions from Twitter, and one of the questions I actually remember, but I'm going to pull them up so we can make sure who it's from. This is from Draconic Game Rants. He asked Tara, "You hear about how you touch our hearts. Isn't that special?
Very special.
Is there any fan's personal story that has touched your heart?"
Oh, there's like way too many to even talk about. I guess maybe most recently my friend Dragon, who is terribly bullied in school, and he was supposed to come meet me in Knoxville, which I had to bail out of. Now when I do cons, I can only take either a red eye or a late Friday because the Teen Titans got to pick up. So
Yay!
So I do Teen Titans and also Fairly Odd Parents got to pick up.
Yay!
And actually this Friday it was funny because I did a Payless commercial at 8, then I had Teen Titans and I had Fairly Odd Parents, and they were also trying to fit in a Pound Puppy. So my Fridays I couldn't, and Knoxville is a 10-hour flight, so I couldn't make the Saturday. I couldn't do it. So I had to cancel out of that con, which I hate. I hate disappointing fans no matter what the size of the con. And I noticed on their Facebook page that a mom said, "How do I tell my autistic son who's loved her, forever, that he's not going to get to meet her?" So I friended her and I said, "What's his number? I'll call him." And he was really sweet. And then she wrote an article which made some press about, his name's Dragon, and he was holding up the little pony and quoted some of the things that I said to him. And I think for me, the thing that really touched me was he said something like, "I guess I can't be that bad if Tara Strong's my friend." And I loved that so much. And I feel like that's one thing that's really standing out in this community is if you've never met someone, or even if you've heard of someone, you're their friend. We're all friends and we're all there for each other. And there's been so many instances of people on Twitter saying, I was really depressed, or I was, going to do this, or I was, whatever, like alcohol, or these friends were pulling me this way or that way. And it just seems this community brings everybody to be their best and make them not feel alone. And to be the queen of that community is making me very proud.
Well, we're happy to have you as our queen.
Yes.
And even...
Where's my crown?
I don't know. I saw it was auctioned
You're
off.
gonna bring me a crown today.
Well, I think Twilight took your crown, and I think she deserves it more. But if you want, maybe I can scrape up some kind of like cardboard thing if you want to wear that.
No, not cardboard.
Yeah.
Like diamonds and...
Well, there was a brass crown.
I know the Diamond Dogs personally. We jam on weekends, so maybe I can just talk to
I like
them.
amethyst too.
They have a wide variety of stuff in there, so maybe later on I can go down
Something that
there.
can match my Seattle sweatshirt.
Oh, absolutely, man. We are tight. We are tight, G. And I can get that stuff for you, not a problem.
Okay.
All right, are we ready to do a serious question, DJ Tech? Can you do a serious question for us?
I can try.
I don't think you. Okay,
think so.
we have one from one of our co-hosts actually, Truthy Trutho has a question.
I know that guy. Okay, wait. Let's see what Truthy says here. Truthy. Okay, he says, any advice for creating and then holding on to a voice? Okay, I can, because when you do your Twilight Sparkle impersonation, especially since you're not very good at it. I think
you could be nicer. I'm trying.
Okay, all right. You're making a very good
Let's
effort.
hear your impression of Twilight Sparkle.
I'm still waking up. I don't have much of a voice.
You can't walk away from that.
I can't do that. Okay, all right. I've been practicing.
Throw down.
Right. Dear Princess Celestia, Today I learned that friendship is the most important thing that matters in the world, okay? I have all my friends down here, and they're totally groovy, and I'm just so happy about it. Signed, your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
That was uncanny.
I think it's close. I think it's. I think
you sing Twilight Licious.
I can do that, but you know you know that my hat's still on a little tight. I don't know if I can remember the words. I hope you guys will help me
I
out.
hope
gotta
you can
sing the words
remember.
with you. We'll sing the
You
words.
sing the words with me? I'm cool with that. Okay. All right. All right.
I'm the T to the W-I-L-I-G-H-T.
And ain't no other pony break it down like me. I'm trying to.
You did the same mistake I did. You did.
What was it? What? Let's break it down,
Troll
right?
it down.
It's
Troll
troll
it
it
down.
down.
Troll it down? No, I don't think. Well, you guys can say that. I don't think you're right. But anyway, here, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think we skipped over in the
my
courses
question.
of that.
Okay.
We had a question. It was a serious question. I think I can take over for it. Right. We'll just
You
Copenhagen.
should probably go in a corner and work on your Twilight Licious.
We need to hear the Twilight. Licious.
I'll just work on it over.
A little further away from me, please.
we.
Okay, I'll answer the question.
Yes.
So when you are given, when you have an audition for an animated show, they'll give you a drawing of the character and they'll give you a character description and part of the script, and then you as the voiceover actor have to think, how would the writers and the creative team want this character to sound, and then you come up with your own ideas and be really free and not worry about what you look like, because sometimes you don't look so attractive doing different voices and being organic and silly. And then when you get into that room, they'll tweak you a little bit so you're like their putty. They're like, oh, a little bit older, a little bit younger, bigger teeth, or maybe she's taller or fatter or southern or whatever it is. And then once you've got that locked down, for me personally, that character like lives in my head somewhere, and it's real easy to just bring them back. And a lot of people say, do you ever mix up characters, or can you do Timmy Turner on this show? And I'm like, no, because Timmy Turner lives on the Fairly Odd Parents somewhere around here. So
With the one we did do a crossover with Timmy that one time though when he went to the Jimmy Neutron world. How fun was that?
that was fun. Yeah.
We got to see the. Did you do the voice any differently since he looks different?
It's the exact same performance.
Well, we would love to see. I don't know if Timmy would ever make it to Ponyville. Of course, I don't think he would.
Timmy doesn't really want to go to Ponyville.
Why not?
I wish I had a magical friend like Twilight Sparkle to add to my magical friend roster.
Would Twilight be able to grant wishes too?
Well, she could do spells.
There, that counts as a wish, right?
Yeah, and she looks cute, and we could walk around town together with my new magical dog.
A magical dog too.
Well, you know what, Timmy? Well, what I can do is I can introduce you to her. Now, the only problem is I can only introduce you to her from 100 feet away. After that 100 feet, you have to walk up to her by herself. But I'll call out to her. I'll say, hey, you know what, Timmy here, he's a close personal friend of mine. You need to hook him up. I'll do that for you,
Will
okay?
you do that for me?
I would love to do that for
Nice.
you. Absolutely,
He's
absolutely.
very giving.
He is a very generous.
giver.
person. He is a giver. He's the giving tree. He's the giving tree. As you can see, he's got the tree logo on there. He's the giving tree.
She
You're the
wants to be
giving
a tree.
tree.
She wants to be a tree.
She does?
Yeah.
How come you don't have Twilight Sparkle on your necklace?
Because this is the only one I own. I'm sorry.
Look at the
That's why
discipline.
She thought you were less licious. Maybe I think you're less licious now.
You take it from me, man. I can't do this anymore.
Well, one other character that you play that we love, and he's breaking down. He's done. I'm sorry.
We'll miss you.
Is Bubbles. We love Bubbles.
Bubbles.
We love Bubbles. Now, Bubbles had an interesting role where she transitioned from doing a television show to a feature film. Can you just walk us through when it was decided that they would make a Powerpuff Girls movie, and how, I guess, the performance or the studio work changed when you're doing cinema versus television?
Well, once a show has reached a certain fandom, which I've never seen anything quite like My Little Pony, so it should be happening any day now. The networks do get behind it and go for the big feature. And sometimes it's successful, and sometimes people are like, oh, we just like it on the little screen, and it doesn't always translate. So it's sort of a risky venture when it goes from an animated series to feature length. But certainly, the kids when there's a great kids movie to take your kids to, that's always nice. So I would definitely be excited about that, especially if they keep the rest of the cast and not make, Zoe Deschanel Twilight Sparkle. But
Why would they do that?
they like to do that. Let's put a real celebrity in there, like not Tara Strong, like a real celebrity. but the performance itself doesn't really change. Maybe the stakes are a little bit higher when you go to feature. You know, I remember when we did the Rugrats movie, it's like, okay, we need a big story, so it was a new baby. Or even the new season of Fairly Odd Parents is a new baby. So when you're going to go to something new or a feature, there has to be a bigger idea. So, you know, I'm sure the writing team is so amazing, they would be able to conceptualize something to bring us to feature and make it a big deal. I actually thought the wedding special was so spectacular. That could have been feature length. But then when you're talking about animation and feature, it's a whole new level of the animated portion, because to our eyes on the screen of a television to a big screen, they have to make everything so much more meticulous and just pleasing to the audience, and it would take a lot of work. I would hope there'd be some music, and I remember when they first told us about the movie, we were really excited, and Craig McCracken and Lauren Faust and the team behind it was just amazing. And
I love doing Bubbles because she's hardcore.
She is hardcore.
Yeah, no, what I want to know is that though, if there was a feature film, who would play Twilight Sparkle? Because I don't know. I don't know if she's a very good actress. I don't know if she could play herself.
You could try out.
I don't have the build. I don't have the horn. I can't do magic. I don't know. I'm thinking
could
somebody
try.
like
You
maybe
could work out really hard. You
Maybe
could run around the block.
I don't know. Like
could
maybe
blow a horn.
maybe if we like painted Megan Fox purple, maybe she could do it. I don't know. I don't know.
No.
But no, you don't think so?
No.
You don't think so? Who do you think could play Twilight Sparkle?
Maybe Tara Strong.
Okay, all right. So if I can find this Tara Strong, and then maybe she could do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, you know.
For enough money and
All right.
you know, hang with cool people.
Well, I think she's one of the few people I don't have a restraining order for, so maybe I can go talk to her.
try that.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
can try
try
it.
that.
I can try that definitely.
That restraining order, of course, has been filed and will be processed.
Okay, good.
We assure you it won't be no
Good.
problem.
Let me know. That'd be great.
I'm used to it. Now. It's the other thing for me. It's the other thing.
And well, we had an awesome opportunity this weekend to meet some of the voice actors that we didn't meet at BronyCon.
Mm-hmm.
One of which, in particular, was your brother on the show, Mr. Andrew Francis, the Shining Armor.
Yes. Did you like him?
We loved him,
Do
and
you have a restraining order against him?
not quite yet. Not quite.
What are you talking about? Who's this Andrew Francis guy?
He's the guy with the really pretty hair.
Yeah, but what does he have to do with Shine Armor?
He is Shining Armor.
He doesn't look anything like Shine. He doesn't have a horn either.
I know, but he takes it off on weekends.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when you're working through in the studio, you see the image of what Shining Armor, the character, is going to look like. Now that you've had a chance to interact with a lot of the voice actors, I would think that when you're looking at Andrew Francis in particular, you're looking at, or Peter New, when you're conversing, do you ever think of, I'm talking to Peter New, or I'm talking to Andrew Francis, versus I'm talking to Shining Armor, I'm talking to Big Mac?
Not really. When you are in the studio doing a session, you really become those characters. You know, when I'm in there, I feel like I'm talking to those characters no matter what I'm doing. When I did Arkham City, I was crying over Mr. J. Like, I was in those moments, not to spoil what happens, but so you don't really feel like that. I mean, there are certainly times when you're in the studio playing off other actors where you're looking at them and being silly, but I don't get that opportunity with the My Little Pony cast because I'm in Los Angeles and they're in Vancouver. So
Right.
Tara Strong lives in Los Angeles, just so you know.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Did you? I just off topic, but did you get to with Mark Hamill and you in the same studio when you did that?
I didn't do Arkham City with them, but I did do years of Batman where I had Kevin Conroy on one side and Mark Hamill on the other, and I was Batgirl. And I mean, I could have like died, like pinch me, you know, to be in between those two. And they're so, I mean, no offense to anyone else, but as far as I'm concerned, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are the best Joker and Batman ever. And it was just such an honor to be part of that legacy and be in that studio with them. I saw Hamill at the studio's recordings because we'd be back to back, but we didn't work together. Typically on video games, you work alone.
Right. Well, I think we got to wrap it up here, but thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah, that's right. This has been a wonderful time.
I didn't thank you.
Oh. Well, I'm going to lead us out anyway, whether you like it or not. So again,
Are you going to lead us out with Twilight Licious?
I can after I say our goodbyes.
Work on it?
Over here in the corner for 2 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit better at it right now.
Let's give her one last chance.
Yeah.
Now you've got one. We're gonna look at the bronies after you've had BronyCon, after you've experienced EverFree Northwest. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the bronies or to your experiences after these two big conventions, pony related?
I would love to say that Bronies is best fans and Bronies is best pony, and I love you all so much. And thank you also so much for all the donations you give to my good friend Kiki. And the Bronies have raised well over $30,000 for her at this point, and she would not still be with us without you. So thank you so much. And I'm also introducing my friend Gray, who's another little boy with a brain tumor, and soon Terralicious.com will be launched so that Bronies all over the world can get their hands on some swag and click to donate a bunch of different charities I'll be putting up. So, because you guys are so amazing, so let's keep it going.
Wonderful. And of course, everyone can follow you at Tara Strong.
At Tara Strong.
At Tara Strong on Twitter.
All right, wonderful. So once again,
I got verified.
you got verified?
'Cause I'm me.
You got verified even
'Cause
though
I'm me.
because you're you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have to call Twitter and have them correct that because that's got to be a mistake. So once again, we've been sitting here with Tanya String. All right. So once again, I am the notorious RIT along with.
Joe Stevens, and this has been Tara Strong's. It's okay.
I still don't know. All right. We'll have to talk after the camera's off. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
I'm
out.
never going to talk to you once the camera's off. This is probably the last time we'll ever speak.
I'm going to be getting another restraining order, aren't I? It's cool. It's cool. I got a collection. It's cool. I hang them on my wall. Once again, we are here at EverFree in Northwest in the lovely city of Seattle for EverFree Radio and the Equestria Inquirer. Again, I'm Notorious RIT along with Joe Stevens. Keep watching, guys. Oh, and I'm going to lead you out too. Wait. Okay. I've been practicing. I can take it up to a higher register. Okay. I'm going to do my falsetto. Okay. The T to the WILIGHT, and ain't no other pony troll it down like me. I'm Twilight. Whoa, where you going? Where you going? Oh, come on. It was not that bad. Come on. I can do it better. Come back, please. Oh.
Mr. Peter New.
How are you, sir?
Oh, good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, doing just fine. What are you up to today, sir?
Well, I'm shaving my half beard.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Why exactly are you shaving your glorious half beard?
Well, on Twitter, Lee Tockar said he was going to go for a mohawk if he got 2,500 followers.
And did he make it there?
Oh, yeah. And so I said, listen, if I get 3,000, I'll shave a half beard.
And I assume you got to 3,000, sir.
Well, yes, I did. Technically, I said I would shave my head, but I thought that was just funny because I'm kind of bald.
Can we see the results of that?
Well, the thing is I couldn't shave my head in the end because I got a job on set. So I had to change my plan to the half beard.
And they're okay on the set for you having a half beard.
No, I'll shave the other half in an hour.
So after this half beard is concluded, will you have vengeance wreaked against the Batman?
Yes, the Batman will pay.
The Batman being Lee Tockar?
Is Lee Tockar now the Batman?
Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. Yes.
Okay.
So, real quick, Peter New, obviously you are Big Macintosh on the show.
Yep.
And so Big Macintosh, now with Big Macintosh, would he have a beard? Why have we not seen him with a beard yet?
He's still, maybe growing his beard hairs.
Maybe the Apple family, we have not seen any of them with a beard. Maybe they haven't.
No.
Maybe they just, they're opposed to they like a clean look, I think, is what it is.
Facial hair may be against their family values, perhaps. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
The Apple family values of no facial hair, but all apples all the time. And so you are preparing to go and face Lee Tockar in his Twitter challenge.
Well, the Twitter challenge sort of is over ultimately because we both got our number of followers that we were after, and so he has a mohawk.
And so, how are you enjoying EverFree Northwest so far?
It is a ball. It's an absolute blast. It's a really this is only my second now convention after BronyCon was my first, and it's a really different atmosphere. It's really it feels like BronyCon was all sort of in one location, right? Mm-hmm. So it felt like it was really big because everything was happening all at the same time. And this one feels more like it's kind of a maze or something. Like there's more
Right.
You get lost in it a little more easily in a way, and so that's exciting.
Is there any specific aspect of the convention you've seen so far that really caught your interest or was interesting to you?
It's always the art. It's always the art. I always think I'm going to get excited by just the atmosphere, the people walking around. Then I end up going and looking at the art and the merchandise and stuff, and just the stuff that gets created based on what we've done making the show. The fact that the art begets art is just incredible to me.
Not to mention you get these glorious things like we've got here a little Smarty Pants here, of course. Now, that is we saw an art where they had actually a ponified Smarty Pants with a dollified Big Macintosh at the Traveling Pony Museum. Did you have a chance to look at that one?
A ponified...
A ponified Smarty Pants and a dollified Big Macintosh.
Yes. Have you been to the Traveling Pony Museum over at the other hotel?
I didn't see that. I might have to go look again.
We'll have to go trace that back
Absolutely.
again for that.
Absolutely. So someplace else that we noticed you attending yesterday evening was Pony Stock.
Oh, yes.
And I don't remember if you were at Brony Palooza at BronyCon or not.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so this was like your first experience with the music scene of the Brony fandom, and there were some big names there. Mike the Microphone was there. I Bring the Lulls. A bunch of people with some very significant songs in the community. What did you think of that experience?
I thought it was really remarkable. What do we think?
We think approval.
I think the sideburns got to go too, though.
No.
I missed a bit of the sideburn there.
Well, a sideburn's got to stay. A sideburn is a...
Okay. Okay. We'll let that go. I think. I won't think. Yeah.
Very nice.
No, that's very good. Very smooth. Can I touch it? Can I touch it? I can touch it.
We have to touch it.
It's so smooth and creamy.
Yes. And so now we have vengeance against the Batman will be wrought.
Yes.
Vengeance against the Batman will be wrought. Pony Stock was great. It was a really good time. It was really amazing to get up there and just see, everybody dancing and leaping and jumping and cheering and singing along and. It was wild. It was a great time.
Yeah.
So we saw Daniel Ingram and all those other jumping around and all that stuff. Did you get a chance to dance with the fans and not only just to hear the fan music, but to jump up and down with them too?
I did do some jumping up and down, and so did I saw Stephen Andrews and Daniel Ingram both jumping up and down as well a little bit.
And so,
Andrew Francis was up there.
Andrew
Yeah, he
Francis,
was.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. Well, we don't want to keep you too long for your big panel that's coming up, the manliest panel in the world. Now, actually, I don't know if this is going to air after that panel is over with, and so I guess we can make a prediction of how manly is that panel going to be.
How manly does it look right now?
This is a manly look right here.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I think this is the new manly look.
I am being overwhelmed by the testosterone in this room right now. It's unbelievable.
We're three men in a bathroom.
I think we have an interesting opportunity here because we have sort of the evil Big Mac and the good Big Mac.
Yes.
Can we get like an evil yup and a good yup?
Okay, the evil yup. Yup.
All right, now the good yup.
Yes.
Yup.
That here we go from the evil yup
And
the
so
good yup.
begin the good and evil Big Mac fan fictions, I'm sure.
You heard it here. Get on it. So, well, thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah.
New.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
listening.
this has been wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Please
We're
enjoy my shower.
Absolutely.
We'll get back in there. I think
We will
we've been
enjoy
in
it
here
very
enough.
much. If you wouldn't mind closing the curtain for us, we would appreciate it.
We're Joe Stevens.
And I'm Tech Rat.
We'll see you later.
All right, take care.
And I'll see you guys in the morning.
Sounds
see you
good.
then.
Good night, Peter.
Hello, this is Joe Stevens,
And Tech Rat.
and we are here with a fabulous guest. Oh my gosh, it's Lee Tockar! What a world! What a world! Oh, this is great. I'm so happy to finally see you again.
Joe, what are you doing?
I'm doing my happy dance. That's what I'm doing. I'm happy.
I think you're pretending to be Stephen Magnet's long-lost brother.
Oh, Stephen, it's so finally nice to see you again. Oh,
We lost track of you after the big earthquake.
oh no. Yes, I am, of course, Philip Magnet. Philip Magnet. I was on the South Pole. I didn't know you were on the North. I got my poles switched. That's a habit with the Magnet family, I think.
But we've been alive for thousands of years, continental drift and all, you understand?
We don't even know how we work. We're the Magnets. We don't get that.
Joe, is the heat getting to you or something? I'm kind of worried about you.
It is a little warm out here. We are poolside.
We are poolside. My name is Lee Tockar, and I'm here with two fantastic people. Now, please introduce yourselves to everybody once again. For real, you're not my real brother.
I can pretend to be a real
You
brother.
can pretend.
Okay, I am Joe Stevens.
And I am terribly confused.
And with Terribly Confused and Joe Stevens, we are the Equestrian Choir with EverFree Radio. And Lee Tockar is the voice of
Stephen Magnet and Snips of Snips and Snails.
on My Little Pony. And thank you so much for being here at EverFree.
Thank you for having me. I love it. I saw the last interview we did, and it was, I think, beyond a doubt, beyond reproach, and without exaggeration, Entirely silly.
Entirely silly. So we're trying to bring a peaceful moment. We've got a waterfall in the background. We're trying to bring the peace down a little bit.
Yeah, we're trying to like mellow it out a little bit. I don't have nearly the energy I did at the first one. Yeah, because I was in New York and now we're in Seattle. We're kind of like West Coast now. So you got to kick it back a little bit, drop it down, kind of on the DL, Yeah.
So how has EverFree Northwest been so far?
Oh man, it's been fantastic. The people are great, but I mean they're always great. The bronies are great. The fandom of My Little Pony are, as always, wonderful, generous. We raised $13,525 from the charity auction for the Seattle Children's Hospital. I couldn't help myself. I saw the auctioneer, Going Once is his name, and he's a great guy. He really is. But he was a little, low key. And so I took the microphone off the podium and I peeled the tape off until it was on the floor. And I said, "You don't mind if I take this, do you?"
We had an auction hosted by Lee Tockar.
Yes. And so I think it was streaming live. And Peter New and I, we just kind of took over. So we were making silly faces for the camera. But before I left, we were at, I think, almost $6,000. And I wish I could have stayed for the whole thing, but my voice is pooping out, and it's pooping out still. And I got to be on Johnny Test tomorrow for playing Bling Bling Boy on Johnny Test. And so I got to make sure that I still have a little bling left in this thing.
Well, actually, that's a really good question. I mean, when you have to go into a show, what do you do when your voice isn't quite up to par? Like how do you handle that?
Well, I've got Cepacol lozenges and chloroseptic spray. So I'm looking for sponsorship from Cepacol lozenges and chloroseptic spray. Why, thank you for asking, Tech Rat. You know what? As a voice actor, when my voice gets sore, I use Cepacol lozenges and chloroseptic spray. Waiting for your endorsements. And I drink loads and loads and loads of water. Like, you can hear my voice is almost gone.
I could do only Tom Waits at this point, so there you go.
We've been talking for 3 days straight as well. We know where you are, sir. Believe me. Believe me.
I bet.
And so, how has your reaction been here after seeing what BronyCon was like? I mean, your expectations for BronyCon and seeing that and seeing this, what has the community, how has your reaction been to that?
Well, I think it's not so much how my reaction has been, is basically the same. It is as it always has been. I think it's what the community has, how the community has responded to me, which has changed a little bit, because of course the phenomena of My Little Pony, it takes everybody in its wake and lifts them on this huge rush, and so nobody really knew who I was in New York, really. Well, of course, it doesn't help when you're walking into an arena following Tara Strong, because they're like, "Oh, Tara Strong," and who's that guy? Tara Strong. But now, because I was doing the auction, because I'm doing so well with fan built and actually I think Tara's helped a little bit, because she actually took my phone this morning and tweeted, "Tara Strong's taken my phone. Oh my God." So that helps. But I actually, in New York, I had a little trickling of signings of the autograph thing, and here there's been lineups for people to sign my stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, you like me, you really like, no, so that's been kind of different.
Well, actually, you just brought up fan belt, and I know that you want to talk about it a little bit more today.
I would love
and
to,
I know that we're like, you and us and EverFree Radio, we're kind of a little bit more intimate now as far as that project is concerned. We're practically bedfellows, I think.
A little bit,
as far as this is concerned. So tell us, where are you in that project right now? What's the status of that?
Well, I've been working with EverFree Radio, with Mike Bernstein, and with the boys, and with Sean. And hold on, my pocket is vibrating. Sometimes I just set my phone.
That is your phone, right? It is your phone.
It is my phone. Hi, honey. I'm doing an interview right now. You're actually in the interview now. Do you want to say hello? Hang on. Say hello. You're right by the microphone. Say it very loudly. Say hello. Did you guys get that?
I don't think we heard it.
Okay.
That's Lee Tockar's fabulous wife.
Yes. And on her little thing around her neck, it says "My Little Polly." Oh, because her name's Polly. Okay, honey, can I call you back in just a couple of minutes? I'm trying to do this interview, and then I'm going to see if I can secure us the ability to come here, because this pool is way nicer than the one we have. Yeah. This is awesome.
And you gotta love the totem poles too. I mean, that's.
I mean, we got totem poles here. Okay, honey, can I give you a call back? Okay, love you. Aw, that's my little Polly. Anyway,
we were talking about fan builds.
Yeah.
Snips has a girlfriend.
Snips has a girlfriend.
Snails is so jealous.
I know. So anyway, we're at a great place. Mike Bernstein and Sean and Ben from Australia, and who's it from?
Covered another microphone, so we
From the IT guy from Switzerland.
We know him as Nash.
Nash, yes, with the mohawk.
Yes.
Yes.
Just like you, actually.
Just like, well, mine is grown in a little bit.
Yeah.
But Nash, yes. Hello, Nash. Nash. So all of them have been working together, getting fan built, up and rebranding it. So our online stuff is still going to be. We're ready to go live streaming with our alpha site, where young actors, voice actors, can submit their demos. Young artists can submit their designs. Composers can compose music for those things, and animation schools can take those MP3s from voice actors and animate them and resubmit them. So we've given it a real steampunk feel, and it's looking really cool. I'm very proud of the work that they've been doing. And we have just now, and I can announce this, we've just landed a $250,000 investor, and a couple an executive producer who shall now not be named, but soon can be named. And when he can be named, it shall be amazing news. But suffice it to say, we're doing really good, and with this cash injection, we're just going to get better and better, and I'm really excited. It is a project that has become bigger than me, and I can't wait to hand it off to the world, and it's like a social experiment, just to see what people can create, because the fans are already creating amazing things out there.
And do you know exactly when it's going to launch, when people can start submitting to the project?
Well, they've been supplying me with designs and background stuff and some animatics and doing some programming, and it's so I'm hoping within a month and a half we'll go live. Yeah.
And so this is a project that anyone can join. Anyone with an idea and any bit of creativity.
Absolutely. If you've got a microphone at home, or a Cintiq computer, or a pen or a pencil, and the notion to scribble something down, scan it in. If you've got a piano, if you've got a harmonica and a microphone that can pick it up, you can send it in. If you have an idea for a cartoon, you can submit it, and everybody will work on it together. It's the kind of idea that makes people that hear about it say, why hasn't that been done yet? Or even better, I wish I'd thought of that.
Right. What the thing I like about it most is you can be an animator, or you can work with animation even though you don't have a $10,000 computer that has the symphonic programs and, all those different things, because that is a limitation for someone who has that creativity but doesn't have the technology or tools to utilize that.
Yeah, or the finances. It's something that's usually kept exclusive for a very small percentage of the population. But with this, people can come together and make things on their own, which is amazing, and it's awesome. And I mean, I'm not doing it justice, because my energy is a little lower than you're used to seeing. But
We'll just say the fan build is fabulous.
Wonderful! What an idea! What an idea!
Yeah. I got nothing. We can't follow that.
I want to say a thank you to to you guys, and to EverFree Radio, and to the convention here in Seattle. Austin did a great job. Mike's doing a great job. I can't believe that they're functioning on this a little amount of sleep, but they've been helping every chance they can to help promote my little fan-built dream, and it's going to help a lot of other people feel like they're included, and they can make things together. It's just an amazing thing. So thank you. A shout out to all of you, to say thank you from me to you and to you guys.
Well, thank you so much for another wonderful interview, Lee.
Thank
This
you.
is so much fun.
I know it wasn't as funny as the first one, but what it lacked in humor, it more than made up for in sincerity, and hopefully just a feeling of oneness, man.
And atmosphere, I
Yes.
would say.
Yes.
Definitely.
Hey, oh, by the way, I'm also George of the Jungle, and I don't know if I can.
Let's talk about that really quick, because that's making a comeback, isn't it?
I have heard that that young Mr. Kevin Gamble, the producer over at Studio B, when it was Studio B and not DHX, he has taken the reins. And he is trying to revive it. A little sillier this time, skewing...
Even more silly than it had been?
Even more silly than it was originally. The writing, we just did the promo for it. I hope I'm allowed to say this. If not, fire me. What are you going to do? I'm George. I'm George. so I shouldn't say that. There's like 10,000 other voice actors going, fire him. I could do George.
There's a tree right there. We can just say that you ran into it and now you're a little dazed.
Yeah, exactly. And if I get in trouble, we got about a window of another day and a half where I can tell you to cut this out, right? Yeah, so we're really excited about that. Johnny Test again. It's back for season 6. Wow. Right now, I am very happy. Knock on wood.
There's no wood here.
No, there isn't. You'd think, because it seems kind of jungly.
I just knocked on it for you.
Okay, thank you. I'm in 7 series right now, consecutively back to back, which is why my voice sounds like this. But I'm very happy. Couldn't be happier. Any of the money that I get goes to my fan built ideas, and to the people that are helping me. I give them money, and I have a little staff, and I'm a little baby producer now. Woo!
Yeah. And so, real quick, you mentioned something earlier that once you weren't coming out to the community and being involved in it, but once you got involved in the community, you really became a presence in the community, in the Brony fandom. But there are other voice actors in the show we have not had a chance to speak with. Mm-hmm. Now, would we be able to get Mr. Lee Tockar to say, we are very nice people, and we would love to meet some of the other ones?
I'm supposed to say that you should interview other people other than me?
No, we want you to bring them. We want you to do both. We want Snips and Snails.
Oh,
Well, I think that we're nice people, and yeah, there's lots of other people that you should be talking to.
there's Peter New. There's
Andrew Francis.
there's Tabitha St. Germain. Wonderful, wonderful. Have you interviewed Andrew Libman?
We have already, but I was actually speaking to people who have not come to conventions yet. The conventions, so those who have not come to BronyCon, not come to that.
Richard Ian Cox,
Snails, you have not come to one.
but he's a family man. It's hard to tear him away. He's very busy. He's always working on movies because he has an on-camera career as well. So he's always working. He's one of the lucky ones that's doing the on-camera stuff too. He's wonderful, and he is particularly funny. He's really funny. So when the two of us get together, it's a little wacky.
An Abbott and Costello kind of thing. We were talking about that. Yeah.
Costello kind of way, yeah, for sure.
Well, you talked about the manliest panel yesterday.
Yes, with Dusty Rhodes, the manliest brony.
We had quite a lot of fun. Well, thank you so much. We love seeing the voice actors. We always love talking to you. And so, any parting words from EverFree Northwest to all the fans?
Thank you for having me.
And you're wonderful. Thank you very much for having me, you guys. And thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. This is awesome. Thank you.
It's always a pleasure, sir.
Always a pleasure. I can't wait till the next time. Please keep interviewing me, and I'd love to keep you guys appraised as to what's going on with FanBuild.
Certainly. And keep watching EverFree Northwest and keep watching EverFree Radio for more updates from FanBuilt.
Correct.
Coming soon. Very soon, it sounds like.
Oh, can I say it like that?
Coming soon, FanBuilt.
On EverFree Radio.
That's even better. Oh, yeah. There's your soundbite.
Coming soon on EverFree Radio, FanBuilt.
There. How about that?
I'm getting chills. I need to see that in theaters this summer.
Actually, Don LaFontaine was one of my teachers.
Wow. Oh, great.
The Don LaFontaine. Yeah, I was very honored to be taught by him to do all that movie trailers.
One man on the edge of space.
You know?
I want to see that movie. I don't even know what it is.
I don't even know what it is either. Every movie's a man on the edge of space. Don't you know that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In a world on the edge of space. In a truck on the edge of space.
You know, I don't know. Everything's on the edge of space.
We're living on a Mars rover promo, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
A rover on the edge of space.
In a pool on the edge of Seattle.
Oh, we're going to keep doing this silliness. So once again, I'm Joe Stevens.
And I'm Tech Rat.
And this is the Equestrian Choir with EverFree Radio.
And I'm Lee Tockar saying thank you again and goodbye.
And so, in order to apologize to Tara Strong for that last interview, I think that we had a special treat for you.
Yes, did you bring me my lunch?
Yes, we have your lunch coming. Go ahead and bring it over for.
Baby dragon dessert. Baby dragon dessert. Nom, nom, nom.
We have Twilight here with a baby Spike actually, and we have Flutter. Can you come on here? We have Fluttershy bringing over baby Spike.
Thank you so much.
And so we have a Fluttershy and we have a baby Spike. And
Well,
what?
not for long because I'm going to eat him.
Of course. Oh, and look, we got a big smile out of him. Big smile out of baby Spike. So what's his name?
Alexander.
And we
Alexander's new name is Tara's Lunch.
look at that. Hi, Alexander. Say, can you smile for the camera?
Can you say Twilight is best pony?
I think Spike just hatched from his egg. He's gonna need a little bit of rest to grow, get some jewels in him to grow. Yeah.
I'm the T to the W-I-L-I-G-H-T, and ain't no other pony trolling down like me. I'm Twilight Licious. I'm Spiky Licious. Spiky Wakey.
I just
Yes.
wanted to sing a little before I eat him.
He did. Okay, well, we'll let you go ahead and eat. Yes, Alexander, you can smile before you get eaten up, okay? Okay. Thank you.
He just said it. He said Tara Strong is best pony.
You heard it right from baby Spike, Tara
No, I
Strong.
can't eat him.
Oh,
I
okay.
will be taking him home. I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, okay, bye, Tara, and thank you so much for being here once again. And do you have a Twitter or anything?
Yeah, it's Breezy is a bear.
Breezy is a bear at Breezy is a bear. You can follow baby Spike recovering from being consumed, and Fluttershy as well. Once again, Joe Stevens with the Equestria Inquirer and EverFree Radio.